All right, there we go. Chat, what's cracking, everybody? Good morning, good morning. How we doing? How are we doing? Got it. Amy, nailed it. Amy, you nailed it. You know how this is going to go today. Yep. Last day before the hackathon, Overskill Games, $10,000, gang. Good morning, Shade. I'm stoked. You guys stoked? I'm fired up. Fired up. I want this today to kind of be like a pregame, right? Get us ready for the games tomorrow. I'm going to build an app. I've been talking to you guys about it. There we go. Everybody's rolling in. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to build an app today, as always. I'm going to show you guys how to build it. I'm going to start it from scratch. Just kind of, I want to make sure everybody's warmed up, ready to go for tomorrow. But the biggest thing that we can do, like we talked about, is have a plan. Like have a plan to hit those 24 hours many times. I learned this from a guy named Trey Llewellyn. He talks about it a lot. He says to not have a plan is to have a plan to fail. And it's very true. He learned it from somebody else, who learned it from somebody else, who learned it from somebody else, of course. But I find that to be really, really, really true. And a lot of times I enter things, or I have in the past, and it's like, yeah, I have a decent idea. I'm just going to go wing it. Usually does not work out for me. So I think the best thing that we could be doing here as we get ready for the games is, because I think I told you guys, it's only apps created during the games that are up for that are entered into the $10,000 giveaway. So like if you started an app yesterday or last week, or even if you started an app today, that would not be active and valid for the games. So if we're going to build something, let's make sure that we can build and have a chance to win, right? So definitely, good morning, Alavine. Definitely the best thing that we could do is to just have a solid plan figured out. Yeah, Amy, hit that question. I love that. I love that. I'm going to build. I want to talk to you guys. I want to answer questions. I want to help you ideate. Do you have app ideas? Are you like, man, I don't know what to build for the games? Because the games is not about like what app you can make that makes the most money. That's cool and everything, but it's just the best app. So there's apps that we might use for customers and for our business that generates money, but there might also be apps that we use for our own life. Like for instance, cool, Amy, I'll talk about that in a minute. Like I talked to somebody recently and they had a very successful business. They were very, very successful. And they had a lot of assets in their business and a lot of cool things to build. And yes, they were able to like use Overskill, and they were able to turn their book or their framework or their teaching. They were able to take that thing and make it into an app. It was interactive. Their frameworks were now gamified, and that would help their customer get the results that the customer wants. And they were really happy about that. Don't get me wrong. But you know what they were the most happy about? They were the most happy that they could now build this app that they thought about building for years. It's always been on their mind because for the past like 5 years, their mom had Alzheimer's, right? And when they go to work, they can't help their mom. When they're there, they can help their mom, and their mom has great days. But when they're not, their mom has bad days, and now they're away, and they can't really control that, or they can't help. They can't do anything. They're in a different state. So where the real passion came out was I get to now make this app that I control, and I can have quotes of the day for my mom to help her remember things. I can now control my mom's Alexa, and I can play certain music in her house. If I see that she's having a hard time, I can play this music and help get her right on track. Right? Like all these amazing, cool things they built in this app for their own personal life. She didn't have any plans to monetize this app. She had no plans to sell this app, and I thought it was amazing. Why sell? Like that's a huge part of this next decade. What Overskill lets us do is, yes, sure, we can make businesses, we can make money, we can make apps for all that. Yes, of course, 100%. And it's really cool. I don't mean to diminish that, but it's so much more than that now. So that's what the games is. It's judging your app, not your app's purpose. It's not like, oh man, this app looks like it could make $1 million. This app looks like it could make 100,000. So we choose. No, not at all. All apps can enter, all function, all purpose. Cool. So yeah, glad we're on the same page with that. Amy was just asking a question. I want to get into that, Amy, with chat. If you could throw it up to my screen. I want to just build from scratch with you guys. So, Brian's prompt from yesterday. I want to build from scratch with you guys and just show you exactly how we do it from the scratch, because it kind of goes along with Amy's question. Amy, you didn't do anything wrong. Amy said, help, my new lead gen app cost me 28,000 credits. What did I do wrong? I want to get this right for the games so that I don't do that during the games. So Amy, just so you know, when I see that, the credit spend isn't alarming. I don't know what features, functions, I don't know what things your app does or the complexity of what you built. So 28,000 might actually be under what normally you would pay for that. However, seeing your question and seeing what you're saying there, I imagine you had to do a lot more edits or back and forth than you were expecting. If I had to take a guess, I know what happens when I assume. It happens to me, not you. But if I had to take a guess, I'd say that's what's going on there. And really, it just comes down to the initial ideation. Going back and forth, changing, tweaking, that's a part of it. That is 100% part of vibe coding. That is part of coding, right? Like, this is what developers have done for years too. They built the code, they built what they think would work, and then they would go in and they would test, and this thing didn't work that way. And, oh, okay, well, now that we did this, we need to change the design because this feels too dirty and messy. That's a constant. It's been there forever, and you as a vibe coder are going to experience that. So more than likely, the only thing that we did wrong was probably just our initial start out and making sure that we give it enough context for what it actually needs to do. So I love to do that. Yeah, see, and that's okay, Amy. That's why this stream is here. And by the way, I know some of you are upset about timing and how it's kind of hard to join these streams and the scheduling, right? I'd love to know the schedule so I can plan my week accordingly. I hear you. Please, I need to ask a couple days of forgiveness from you. Next week, I'm going to have all of that. But in case you guys don't know, and you will see tomorrow, Overskill Games was built on Overskill for Overskill. There's not anything outside of every single thing that you are going to see, like this entire broadcast page that you interact with. Oh, Joe, we'll fix that right now. Please email social@overskill.com. Thank you. We're going to actually email you right now, and we'll get that fixed. You see, Joe, Chad? Thank you. Awesome, Joe. Appreciate that. Everything you guys are going to see in Overskill Games, everything that is it's all built on Overskill. The only third party that we use is Zoom. And we use another software that helps us like put different images together to make these videos. Like you see my little circle in the bottom. That's it. Zoom, and then what do you call that kind of platform, Chad? Yeah. It's just we can just put different video sources there and then display them to you. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's like StreamYard. It's the same thing. So I was saying all that to say, I just need a little bit of forgiveness time for you guys. This week we're grinding. And it's amazing what we're building. Like, it's really cool. I'm so excited for you guys to see it tomorrow. And I promise next week I'm going to have full schedules. And I'm going to have what we're going to talk about planned out ahead of time so you guys can make much better decisions on your time and where you want to use it. I hear you loud and clear, and I appreciate the grace that you give us. So when we're going to start out an app, and like I have an app idea in my mind right now that I don't know exactly how it's going to go. All right. And also, we talked about this yesterday, but just in case you don't know, if you want to ideate and get the initial blurbs out, feel free to go to another AI if you have it. Like if you have Claude, if you have ChatGPT, you can go there and you can do this initial ideation stage. I'm just going to do it in Overskill because I've tested this extensively and I get the exact same results from Overskill that I get from any other AI. If anything, I think I like my results from Overskill better simply because it knows its code, it knows how it works, and it knows how it could or could not build things. But feel free if you're giving $20 a month to ChatGPT or to Claude, hopefully Claude. But if you're giving $20 a month to one, feel free to ideate with them. You know, go there, just blurb out everything you want. And remember to say, let's talk about the what, not the how. Overskill is the how. You never have to tell it what to do. You just tell it how to do it. So I want to hop over here and I'm just going to start talking. First question to ask me is what I want to build. I want to build an app that my wife can run and be the admin of. My wife runs our home, and the first thing and the biggest function that I need this app to do is scheduling. We have different Google calendars, all connected, all disconnected to each other, and we're constantly having to text each other and figure out what's going on today. Do we have a conflict here? Does this scheduling line up here? And it just makes her job really difficult, especially when she doesn't hear back from me, and it's just complicated. What I want to build for her is a home hub where we can connect all of our calendars. We can see everybody's day, exactly what they were going to be doing, and we can see our open times, and we can see the times that we have things crossing over. Like if one parent has to take a kid to practice 1 and parent 2 has to take the kid to practice 2, now we can actually see that. So I'd like a hub that we can link all of our calendars into the hub. Also, I'd really like for that hub to be able to display a day card. So I can open the app and I can just get a quick glance of our day. What do I have going on? What does she have going on? What do I need to do for her? What does she need to do for me? Just so we can stay clean on everything that we need to do throughout every single day. So this is a huge thing that if you don't know exactly what you want to build, or if you have ideas, but it's like, I don't really know how this is all going to work out, or if it could even be connected, go to this plan mode. In case you didn't see, it's just a little lightning bolt right down here in your prompter. So you just hit that lightning bolt, and now, boom, we're going to hit this. Now it's going to analyze. It's going to analyze everything that I said so far, and any other questions that it has for me, it's going to give to me. And like, this is really good too, because right from the beginning, we're going to flesh out, was this an app for me? Am I going to sell products on this app? Do I need any sort of back end here to sell products? Or is this just a family app that nobody's selling products? I don't need to worry about payments. I don't really need to worry about securities or anything crazy like that. I give it all this info, and I'm really going to let it do its thing. So here we go. Recommendations for our app. Ooh, apps like Cozy, FamCal, Time Tree. So this I love. What it's doing right now, I got to zoom in a little bit. I got my screen far away, and probably for you guys too. So what it does right over here, I told it what I wanted it to do, and then it went into the marketplace and it looked at current solutions. Yes, this is the prompt builder for Overskill. I hit the lightning bolt right here, just lightning bolt on my prompt builder. We're just on overskill.com right now. Go to overskill.com. Right at the top of the page, there's your prompt that you would put in. Click the lightning bolt, brings up your prompt builder. So it looked at what's in the market, what solutions are already out there for this product, which I love, because like I didn't think about this. I think my wife has tried to use 1 or 2 of these, but I didn't think about any of this. I didn't look into any of this. So it's going to find out, look, color-coded family schedules, tasks, lists, all the features and things that they already have. Recent criticism of the aggressive paywall. Nice. Oh, I don't need to worry about that. I'm just building it for myself. But it gets all of this information super, super helpful, like paywall stuff and monetization and how these companies are doing it. So good for apps that you plan to sell. Or maybe give away as lead magnets, because now that you can create these apps for so little and host these things for so little, well, a company that might have a $7 app, you can just give away for free as a lead magnet. Make a better app that undercuts them, take all the market share, right? So many cool things we can do. Anyway, it's going to do all the research on it here. So household day card. Yes, I want that. And I could just check on or off. Do I want this thing? Admin roles and protected events. Role-based permissions. Yes, we have a house admin. Yeah, I absolutely need that. Smart conflicts and responsibility. A two-way calendar. Yes, yes. A conflict overlap engine. Absolutely. Absolutely. This auto-filled it. Target customer. Sure, this is fine. This is totally fine. How will this app make money? It's an internal tool. It's free. And I'm only targeting individuals. Design inspiration. I can leave this for now. I'm going to build it for my wife. But like for you guys, this is the work that we should all be doing right now. If you're going to go to another AI and you're going to ideate over there, that's totally cool. Like, I think that'd be a great thing for you to do today. Maybe have 2 apps or 3 apps that are ideas, because apps built during that time you can throw into the competition. So maybe you want to do a couple, but look at all these. So go into your builder and expand every single thing. See what it asks for. The target customer, have that built out ahead of time. Have that persona really built out. Your business model, just I don't know what this is, Dante. That's cool. Take a screenshot, go throw this into any AI, or you can just ask it. So I could also take this screenshot. By the way, I could hop back over to my Overskill. If I close this down, I have my question mark right here, gang. Remember, this question mark, I can go to chat. This is all free. This is not token generated, right? So I can come in here and I can say, what are the differences in the paid apps? Free, premium, freemium. What are all of those? Break it down. And it'll break it down for you totally free. Do not forget about chat. Again, that's in the question mark right here. You can always find that anywhere. So let's hop back in. I'm pretty happy with a lot of stuff I've seen. The design inspiration, I will leave clear for now. You guys are going to have that all fleshed out before it comes time. And deep research, analyze competitors and best practices. Yes, I definitely wanted to go analyze competitors and best practices because there might be other things. If I didn't want it to, like actually for this example, I'm not going to because I'm pretty clear on what I want to. I don't need to go find other features. If I want to build another feature, it's because I need it in life. So I'll go use it and then I'll just build it. You guys building for a competition in 24 hours probably want to keep deep research on when you start, or do all that beforehand and load it in so you don't have to take time for that. Now we can go ahead and generate the app. It's going to do its thing. Research, enhance, generate. Nice, nice, nice. So, Amy, I doubt you did anything wrong. It probably just comes down to getting better at this skill is all that it comes down to. Learning how to, like, once you do this prompting now, you would probably, if I had to guess, and you feel free to let me know in the chat, I'd have to guess you probably would have got a much better product at the start. Just by giving it more info, more context. AI loves context, doesn't it? So just by giving it more context about what you want, it could have been better equipped, and it probably would have had a better starting product, which means you probably would have had less edits throughout to get to what you actually saw in your mind, and you'd be rocking and rolling. But you let me know in the chat. I don't want to think too much. Freemium means like there's a free version, but you can pay to get in, or you can pay. There's a paywall is basically what it comes down to. Nice. Hajar, great to have you here. Oh, by the way, guys, if you want to change your names or like come up with a display name, Hajar is new. Great to have you, Hajar. We're going to do this for, I hope, a long time. I'd love to do this for the next decade. I really, really enjoy doing this with you guys, especially the streaming format. It's crazy fun. It's crazy cool. So anyway, I changed up the chat a little bit. If you want to change your display name, at the top right, you'll see your actual name. And now there's a little arrow drop down. You can click that. So if you want to log out of chat or if you want to change the name that displays here, just click that little drop down and log out. And if you have an Overskill account, make sure to log in with your Overskill account. If you're getting your account tomorrow when everything opens up, you can come back here, log in with your Overskill account, because that's what gets you the cool green check mark next to your name that you can see everybody else has here. But great to have you here, Hajar. Welcome. Yeah, Mary Lee, I'll get you the authority site for sure. Oh, Amy had 18 generations. So it's difficult. A lot of this is going to be like you thinking about what you did. Feel free to look back in your prompt. So Amy said 18 generations. I have no idea the features or functionalities of anything. Amy, that screenshot tool is called Explain and Send. God, I will make one of my... Mark that in your brains for me, chat. Bookmark that. Next week, we can make our own Explain and Send if we want. I have sent... Gosh, I mean, I don't even know how many people I've sent Explain and Send, but... It's right here. If you just go to Google, type Explain and Send screenshots, that is what you're looking for. And it shows up like this. I love this tool. I can come in, I can take screenshots just like so. I can choose my area or the whole visible page. So I choose my area, and then in here, I can like put a box, and I can say like, I don't want this thing here, an arrow. I want you to, oops, sorry. There's an undo right here. I can have an arrow, and it's like, I want it up here, and then I can put another box, and then I can draw this box right here. So I use Explain I'll right click, I'll copy this image, and I give these images to my AI all the time. I'll paste it in and then tell it what I want. And again, AI loves context. So the more we can give it, the better. So anyway, Amy, 18 generations, that might be short. You might have a really robust app that has a lot of features, that has a lot of functionality. It might be using AI to come up with things for people. Like, I don't know what the app does. I don't know what it requires. 18 generations could be like amazing. 18 generations could be, oh, it should have only been done in 9. Right? But that's just going to come down to you becoming better at vibe coding, telling it from the start what you want it to create, giving it the context to create that, and then testing, tweaking, and editing to make it absolutely perfect to what you want. So probably nothing you did wrong. It's just a sharpening of the skill. And that's why we're going to do these lives constantly, so you guys can sharpen these skills. Love this. Ooh, Hajar, if you guys have any questions or anything about Overskill games, tickets, accounts, anything like that, you can always submit a ticket. So either that question mark that I just showed you on the home page, or inside here in the app builder, we have a question mark help at the top right. If you click on that, you can make a ticket, Hajar. So I would love for you to do that. Maybe Overskill games as the subject. What you just told me, feel free to tell it in the description. For priorities, please don't game the system. All this is done on AI now, guys. All this is AI. Our support is amazing. It's one of the things we get complimented on the most here. Todd built the whole thing. We see it all, but it's all robots doing everything. Anyway, I say all that to say, if you keep going in here and typing urgent, urgent, urgent for every single thing that you ever say and nothing's ever urgent, after a while, I'm going to see that and be like, don't regard anything they say as urgent. You'll be the little piggy or the big bad wolf. No, what is that? The boy who cried wolf. Yeah, the boy who cried wolf. That's the one. So, feel free to put your urgency, but there's no gaming the system on this. And we fly through these tickets. So unless it's pressing, keep your priority on normal, please. But Hajar, just throw that in there totally free. We'll see it. We'll get working on it just literally right away. Right away. Terry, if we give away an app for free, will they need an Overskill account to use it? Depends. They'll need an Overskill account to host it, but not to use it. So example, Terry, let's say you're a counselor. Let's say you're a marriage counselor. You have a friend and you wrote a book. Let's say you're a marriage counselor and you wrote a book. You wrote a book because you have a framework, a step-by-step. You have a method. Follow my method and save your marriage, right? So let's say you wanted to take your book, your method, your framework, and you wanted to turn that into an app so that people who buy the book can also use your app and do the things in the book. You wanted to make this app for your framework that people would use. Well, they don't need an Overskill account at all. They just go to the URL of your app and they use the app. Just like a customer will, right? Fill in their information, it does the thing and it gives them a result, an outcome. So no, to use it, absolutely not. Absolutely not. They do not need an Overskill account. To host it, like what I did with you guys yesterday, I gave you a bunch of apps that you could now put in your account and you are now hosting those apps. To host an app, yes, they need an Overskill account. But if you're building a customer-facing app, something that you can go to like www.dantetorelli.com and you can take my quiz or my assessment, or here's an app, put in your business information, upload your P&L, and we'll find all the places that you're wasting money. Like an app that a customer uses? Absolutely not. They don't need an Overskill account. They don't need anything. They don't need anything. It's exactly like if you were to go to any app that you were to use and you just used it as a person. Great question, Terry. Yeah, less iterations, less money. That's exactly right, Amy. And that's just by doing. Honestly, that is by doing and that is by crafting. The difference between me and Todd is that Todd has built 100 softwares and he knows exactly what to say and how to say it. And when he sees it, he sees everything in his mind. I don't. So it takes me 5 more prompts than it takes Todd. It takes me an extra 3 hours than it takes Todd. But that's fine. I'm not trying to be Todd. I learn as best I can. I continue to grow every single time. I learn from my mistakes and I get better and better and better and better. But at the end of the day, like, don't put too much pressure on yourself either. If you do a prompt or if you do a thing and it's like, it didn't work perfect. Oh, I could have saved 500 credits. Please, don't lose sleep over that, especially grand scheme of things, especially when we look at like what it would cost to be able to do these things pre-overskill. That's the big thing I think about a lot of times. Like, man, okay, I wasted 3,500 credits trying to learn this thing. And then I still feel the same. I don't have unlimited credits, by the way. I just have my account and I top up when I want to. So I feel the same stuff, but grand scheme, it's like, wow, well, for me to create this, it would have cost me $15,000 up front and then $900 every single month. And then I would have had to go back and forth with a developer that I couldn't explain myself properly to, so they couldn't understand me. And now we have 7 different versions in 8 months before I finally have the thing that I thought about. So don't put too much pressure on yourself with that. We learn. We live and we learn. Marcus said I can't change my display name when I log in using Overskill. That's purposeful for now. Next week that'll change. For right now, that's purposeful. Yeah, Hajar, welcome to the stream, man. Ask all the questions you possibly can. That's why I'm here. By the way, App Builder is still building. We'll hop over to that when it's ready. I'll tell you guys when it's ready. But I gave it a bunch of context, and it is doing the thing right now. I'm really interested to see what it builds when we start out. Amy said, are you going to share the Overskill Live app? I want this instead of Zoom. I think I am. I think this app was like 168,000 credits or something like that to create, which is not a lot of money. Like, I think I told you guys, I think I shared this before, but like I've tried to do this for so long for ClickFunnels and the other stuff that I was able to do for Russell and Todd. This has been a passion project of mine for years, like literally years. The amount of times I've walked into the office ranting and raving about wanting to go live, and I just want to talk about our stuff to people. Let me go live. Let me go. It's been a crazy project. And we brought in teams to try and consult and like, how do we make this work? And how do we hook and how do we, nobody could do it. Like nobody, years. It took me 2 days with Overskill and I have this thing. So I say all that to ask me all the questions you want, Hajar. I'm glad to be here with you guys. And also for Amy, I think I am going to share this. I think there's a ton of stuff that I wasn't going to share in the beginning, but now we are. Annette. Okay, Annette, cool. Annette was talking about like the big file as a prompt. Actually, Annette, I was talking about how me doing that was always a problem. When I first started with Overskill, I got a ton of like API errors and forbidden errors and HTTP not found. And I didn't go to Todd about that forever because it's Todd Dickerson. I'm not trying to waste his time with anything like that. But after a while, I actually did, because I was just hitting my head against a brick wall. And it's like, why can't I make this thing work? Every app I start is broken. It's because I was doing exactly that. And that do. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Thank you, Chad. This is perfect. So a confliction in this request. So it was building, it was doing the thing, but it hit a roadblock and it came back to me. Hey, let me take a look at this with you, Dante. First line asks for a personal authority expert page for Brian Zapinski. Oh, so there we go. Great. I'm not even going to read the rest of this. Brian Zapinski and anything related to Brian Zapinski and his authority page was actually not supposed to be in that prompt. This has nothing to do with Brian, nor does it have to do with his authority page whatsoever. This is only about the rest of that prompt, creating a centralized family hub where we can link in our calendars, have day cards so we can easily see everything. Ask any questions you have, otherwise keep building. Great. Okay, if you don't mind, Chad, hop back over. Annette, I was doing the same thing, and I would encourage you to not. That 17-page MD file from Claude that we get, or ChatGPT, or whoever you're using, please do not. What I would like you to do, Annette, I want you to go back to Claude, or whoever you're using, and I want you to say, my vibe code builder knows everything about the how to build. I want you to distill this to very simple human terms that tells me the what, not the how. That's what I want you to do. Annette, it's going to make it down to like one page. And it's going to be really simple, and it might look crazy at the beginning, but that's the power of Overskill. Tell it the what, not the how. Overskill knows the how. Like your MD file guaranteedly has all sorts of databases and tables, and you should use this database here, this table over here. You do not ever want to give that to Overskill. It already knows how to wire everything up. It's already been done. That's when it comes to payments. That's when it comes to emails. That's when it comes to account authentication. That's when it comes to security and privacy for your members. It knows all of it, all of it. So Annette, go back, tell it, give me the what, not the how, and distill this into really, really simple human terms. I don't need technical jargon. Just third grade vocabulary is more than enough. Henry Penny. Yeah, thank you, Marcus. Thank you. I'm excited for the day that like this isn't the most exciting hour of my day right now, because I come in here, my brain is just wiring like all over the place. I have a million things I want to say. We'll get a little more chill as we go forward. Okay. Okay, Chris, it looks like so you're spending, but it's not doing the thing. I just did this yesterday, so let me talk to this for a second. Chris said, Dante, I've been chatting with AI since Saturday. It used 10,000 credits for the first revision. Then I've spent the last 3 days trying to get support to fix it. Last night, it used another 10,000. Is there an escalation process? Yes. Can you show my screen really quick, Chad? Yes. If you guys are ever doing something like that and you're like, wait, I don't think this credit spend was valid. I think Overskill hung up or there was an issue here. We have a whole thing that we will look into that for you. You can submit that ticket. Go right here to the app that it happened in. This will just help everything so much more. Go to the app that the thing happened in. Go to your help at the top right, and then you can submit a ticket. And you can make a subject of incorrect spend, or incorrect credit spend, or something like that, credit refund, something like that. Give a full description of the issue. You don't have to worry about URLs or anything. We already have all that. Just give a full description of the issue that you want, that you had, and we'll do an investigation into that, and then you'll hear the response through a ticket. We're only trying to take care of you guys, though. I don't want to say anything because I know you're going to hold my feet to the fire, and I might be wrong on it, to be quite frank. But we're going to take care of that. We'll do a full investigation and look into that for you. On that note, Chris, cool. I'm glad I got that. Okay, so on that note, Chris, we've talked about the different models, the different thinking levels, fast, smart, or max. If I had to guess, you were on smart, as I've been directing you to be on smart. I've also hit this hurdle a time or two myself, where it tries to build a thing and it kind of does it, but it doesn't do it perfect. And then I tell it, no, not like that, like this. And it does it again, but it's not fully perfect. And whether I'm not explaining well or it's not understanding well, whatever it may be, we have a little mix up. When I hit those things, I'm going to max then, Chris. I hop down to max and then I have it do it again on max. And a lot of times I'm seeing that thing then get fixed. Most times you're not going to hit hurdles on smart. Most times you can just stay on smart. Most apps can be fully built just on smart. If smart ever gets hung up like that, though, go to max and give it a try on max. A lot of times I'm finding that unsticks it. And then, of course, if nothing's working there, feel free to go # top right, throw your support ticket in there, let us know what happened, and we'll do a full investigation into that. Joe. Joe had a really cool question. I have more on that to come, Joe. As much as I want to be like Joe was asking about app stores and adding things to app stores and then keeping things up in app stores. As much as I want to do a huge revelation right now and share a bunch of cool stuff right now, what I'll say, Joe, is keep those apps. You won't need them forever, and you won't need them in the near future. But for right now, keep doing what you're doing. Keep your apps up to date. And in the near future, we'll be able to talk a lot more about that. I love where your brain's at. We have, for guys like you, Joe, we have a lot of really cool stuff down the pipe. I mean, everybody, but like you're using the App Store. It's an existing strategy, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Oh man, Donnie, what's up, Donnie? Good to see you, man. No, there's not a list of apps. I'll get these URLs sent over to you guys. Actually, Chad, you might have URLs in your Slack from yesterday. If those are handy, could you throw them in there for anybody? Because I gave away like 4 apps yesterday, I think, something like that. Thanks, Chad. Matt, you didn't miss anything, man. Good to have you. Welcome. LaDonna, tell Marcus I said, what's up? Yeah, Mary Lee's like, oh, just put it all on the table. I want to know all of it. I know it. I want to tell you all of it, but I want to stay with you guys. I don't want to be gone forever. Look at that. Hajar is like, oh, I need this app for my husband. A control freak. He loves note-taking and organizing. Yeah. I don't talk about that. Oh, Mary Lee, don't worry. More links coming for you guys if you only got 3 apps. I don't talk about that enough. And maybe I'd love to know from you guys. Let me know in the chat. 1, for I want to build an app that makes me money. 2, for I want to build an app that I use in my own life. 3, for I want to do both of those things. So 1, if you want to build an app to make money. 2, if you want to build an app that helps you or somebody in your family or helps somebody's life internally. 3, if you want to do all that. Just my own curiosity here. I want to see what you guys like. What's your thing? What's your thing? Like, take everything away. What is your thing? Sweet. Cool. You guys keep those coming. But I don't talk about it enough. I really don't. Like the amount of solutions and things that we can create for our own, whether internal tooling for our business. Like maybe you have a Zapier account that is just insane right now and you want to create a hub for all of that. So you can actually see all of your zaps and have a more organized library storage solution and then throw some other actions on top of that. You can build that. So internal tooling for your business, internal tooling for your life, connect all my calendars. You know, my wife's a CEO, give her the tool and platform to do it easier. That is a whole nother aspect of Overskill. And I think a lot of those, I think, will be the things that people do for their own life. Like that's been the beginning of so many businesses. So many businesses, they never set out to make it a product. They never set out with a mission statement or anything like that. It was just like, I have this problem in my life, or somebody I care about has this problem. There weren't solutions, so I created a solution. In creating that solution, I found a ton of other people who had the same exact problem, and I never imagined it would be this, but now I have a business where I help all these people do this thing, and it's a business that I love. So many businesses are made that way, and we are going to see that with Overskill 1,000,000%. Yeah, she's our CEO, LaDonna. That's exactly right. Our CEO. She runs it. So that's a whole nother aspect of things. If you haven't thought about that, start thinking about that too. Like I think that'd be a really cool way to enter the games. Have an app that's internal for your life. Have an app that's external for your business or internal for your business, whatever. Build 2 at once though, gang. Build 2 at once. Overskill is still thinking here. Overskill is still thinking. I'm going to let it keep thinking. Jan says, if I want to create an app to sell and want a great funnel to sell it, including upsells, ClickFunnels would be the better funnel builder rather than building that funnel in Overskill? ? Also, can you do an example of a basic funnel build in Overskill? Yeah, I definitely can, Jan. We have cool stuff happening with Overskill. It's not the MCP server, and it's not the KDP. KDP is another company. I always mix up the name of the server, but we're setting up a server right now where you could build designs. Like you could design your funnel in Overskill and then transfer it over to ClickFunnels, and it'll build that thing in your ClickFunnels editor for you. That's going to be incredible. So, and whatever, like if ClickFunnels is your marketing engine, the thing that you use to actually send your emails and SMS, and you have your payments in there and your inventory and all of your courses and trainings and fulfillment. And like if ClickFunnels is your marketing engine, yeah, you're going to be able to just use Overskill to design your funnels, just speak your funnel into existence, and then whoop, add it right over to ClickFunnels. You can also build funnels right in Overskill. Right now, you just kind of got to know what you want to say. Like, for instance, if I'm in an e-com funnel and I want to make OTO number 1, I would need to know that OTO number 1 should be more of the same, and it should offer them a 20% off discount. OTO 1, the page itself should be, do you want to buy 3 more? And if they say no there, an exit pop-up should show up, and it should say, do you want 2 more for 20% off? Right? To get people to go back in and buy. So if you know what an upsell should be, even if you don't know what an upsell should be, and you went and you funnel hacked your competition and you have screenshots of their funnel flow that they took you through, yes, throw them in Overskill. It can absolutely build those pages. It can build order form, OTO, order confirmation, no problem. You'll look in your sitemap right over here. Oh, I'm zoomed in. Where's my... Oh, it's crazy. It looks so different zoomed in. Oh, sorry. I don't have a sitemap because this app has not yet been built. I can just open up another one really quick. Cool. So like you build your funnel and here you go. You'll have like opt-in page, order form, OTO 1, OTO 2, order confirmation. You can go to those pages and make your edits. And again, edits are just like, as good as I am with ClickFunnels, and as many times as I've been able to give people a revelation of like, oh my gosh, I get it. I'm terrible at design. I'm terrible at building funnels. It's a wild oxymoron. I work at ClickFunnels, and so many times people are like, hey, Dante, can you build this funnel? And I'm always like, yeah, I can build you the funnel, but you're going to want to have somebody come back and design this thing because it's not going to look pretty. And I don't deliver pretty funnels. I got to be honest about that. Now I can. Now I just use my words. I just say the thing like literally, here's how I see it. Section 1 is this. Section 2 is this. Section 3 is this. And I'm just staying what I see in my mind. Yeah, crazy cool. But you absolutely can, Jan. Really, really good question. And we have full Overskills already got it built in. Full OTO back end. So like somebody puts in their credit card on the order form. No more credit cards ever again. It's just one click upsells, downsells, one click yes or no. So good. I love this. You guys having fun with these? I love this. So many possibilities. You nailed it, Shade. You nailed it. I'm definitely holding back, LaDonna. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Cool. So I see a bunch of 3s too. I see a bunch of 3s. And I love those 3s. But of the 3s, I guess of the 3s, like, what's your main focus? For everybody who said 3, that means you want to do both. Build a business, an app for my business, build an app for myself, my person. Nice, Mary. What's your main goal or focus? Right? Like what's the main thing that if you only had to work on one thing for 24 hours straight, what would that main thing be? Would it be your business or would it be your business or would it be your personal? I'm just curious. It's just for me. There's no right or wrong answers to any of this. Yeah, Matt, how to get those apps into your account. So when you go to those apps, when you click on those links, Matt, you're going to see in the bottom left let me see if I just preview really quick. Hop over here and bingo. All right, so we'll hop over here. So Chad put those links in the chat for you guys, and you'll see in the bottom left is this little remix button. I'm giving it to you guys because this is a great way for you to give it to your customers. You can either just send them this and have them click this button. So when you click it, it hops over to this page, or you could just send them this link right here. This is your remix link for the page. So yes, anyway, that's how you get those in your account. All you're gonna do, just hop over and go to each link Chad has in the chat and then just click bottom left to remix that app. It adds it right into your account. Adds it right in. I think, let me pull this back up. Where did that go? Here we go. Okay, we're making moves on the household, the CEO app, we'll call it. We are making moves on that. I need to step away for just a quick moment, gang. Chad, could you throw up the... Now we're not... there we go. Great. Thank you, Chad. Um, looking at the prompt now, this is always going to be in the same layout. It's always going to be like what Overskill says to you is always going to be in the same formatting, the same MD markdown, if you will. Starts with design. So you're going to see me a lot of times. I move pretty quick through these chats. I want to save our time here so we can get the most amount in possible, but also at the same time, like in real life, I'm just used to skipping a lot. I just skim. I see all this stuff. Like, I don't need to know this topography, unforgettable factor, the layout. I'm going to tweak and change all this later. We're starting. I just want it to go. I want it to build. I'll tweak all that later. I see, got it, Dante. So I'm like, literally, as I'd be scrolling down and I would say, okay, there. Oh, got it. Okay, cool. It's telling me something. Yup. Cool. Google, Apple, Outlook sync. It's a larger integration. Yes, it's OAuth. I want that. Here's the foundation. It's telling me what it's doing. Nice. Entities are created. There's 2 notes. Family member being shared is intentional. Yep. One household. Yep. I'll treat this as a login required. I love that. It's not world open. Bingo. Bingo. I don't have to tell it all of these little things. I don't have to tell it. This is an app for me and my family. So make sure that nobody in the universe can see this. Only people added to it. That's Overskill. That's the box. Todd built it. It's done. Like for all of my apps, I just need to tell it the what, not the how. It does all the how. Nice, Dennis. Great. I was nervous for a second. I was like, ooh, am I the only one hearing me? Cool. And this is just telling me a lot of tech. Here's a full design system. The guard needs the exact // prefix. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I know I'm building my app. Like, that's the only thing that I care about. I know that I'm actually building my app. Coverage summary. Yep. So coverage is like what we talked about earlier, where if we have overlapping things, then that's my cover. This is what it's doing right now. Cool. The day card page, now the scheduling page. And this is all in this step. So it did the thing. It did my initial thinking. I told it, no, this is not for Brian. And it did all this. And now there are 6 tasks for it to do. Inside of this one task, all of these things right here, boom. This is all the stuff that it's doing in this first task. It'll finish that up, and then it's going to go build our conflict engine, the day card, the schedule management. This initial part of your prompt is always going to take the longest. Guaranteed, always. It's building all the scaffolding right now. It's building the foundation. It's building the wireframe that everything's going to live on. This will always take the longest. So this is when you should give it much detail. This is when you should give it much context so it understands what you're doing, and it will make sure it builds the right thing first. What this really helps is your iterations down the line. As you start testing, I want to change this, I want to tweak this, I want to do this different. That is what this is really helpful for. That is what this is really changing. So this is probably going to take a little minute here. Yeah, I have 6 tasks. Wow, I bet this gets pretty much everything built one shot. Amy, I'll be really interested to talk to you about this after it's all done and just see what revelations you might have had and differences in how I just did it versus how you did it, which of course will dictate the different results that we get. Starting is everything. For you guys in the games tomorrow, I want this to be like a pre-games. I want us to pre-game together. You guys want to pre-game with me? This is what we should take our time doing. Because once we do this, sure, it takes a little bit to do this work, at 10, 20 minutes it might take. But once this is done, flying. We have all the foundation down. Mary Lee said, I feel bad for anyone who isn't getting on this train. This is amazing and life-changing. I think you mentioned something before about this yesterday. Is there an affiliate link for Overskill? Yes, there is, Mary Lee. Everybody is already registered as an affiliate. And where do we find that affiliate link? Is it here in my... Where am I? Where am I? Where is that affiliate link? I forget. Let me check something. Can I go to my help and can I go to chat? I want to promote Overskill as an affiliate. Can you give me my affiliate link? Let me just see if this works. Great question. But I'm glad you're there with me, Mary Lee. I feel the same way. There was a large part of the ClickFunnels movement the past 10 years, the whole underground sales funnel revolution going on that I didn't really participate in at the beginning. Account affiliate program. Right. So my account. Wonder if I'll go here. So again, just pointing out how useful this chat is, gang. If you want your affiliate link, like, oh, I don't know, always go to the chat and ask it. I'm constantly shocked at how many awesome things it gives. And it gives you training about it. Yes. Okay, so let me see if I can do that really quick. Let's hop over here. Okay, cool. Let me see and share. Was there an affiliate link? No. You can also get your remix link right here, by the way. I just clicked the share button. Remix link is down there too. All right, let me hop here. I think I know what I need to do. Let's go back to the workspace. Let's go over here. Let me see if I can go to my affiliate program. There it is. Okay, gang. So if you want to find your affiliate link like Mary Lee and you're like, I'm not letting this next wave pass me by. I asked if my business needs a website. I watched the underground sales revolution. I was trying to be a gold miner the whole time. Not anymore. I'm going to sell shovels for this one. I love that. You're on the right track. So go to your Overskill. Just go to your homepage, click your logo, your icon top left, go down here to your affiliate program, and then it'll have everything you need. Right down here is your Overskill affiliate link. That's what you can share with everybody. Great question. Great question. I know it's crazy, Olivine. It's crazy. Mary, for the funnel, what wording or prompt would I actually say? Let's do that next week. We're giving away 10K. Overskill Games is going to be crazy cool. Whether you win 10K or not, what you build, what you create, like what Overskill Games will be for many people is going to be far more than just 10K. There's going to be so much more revelations that happen, limiting beliefs broken. So I don't want to attack that yet. I want everybody to just focus on your app. Let's take this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, after the games too. Let's build your app. And then next week, I'll show you guys how to build funnels to actually sell those apps. Mary Lee, can we win a 2 Comma Club award by creating a funnel in Overskill as opposed to ClickFunnels? I don't think so. But there'll be some really cool ways that we could maybe embed ClickFunnels stuff on your Overskill so orders are still passed through ClickFunnels, or maybe just acquire leads with Overskill, direct them to ClickFunnels order forms to make purchases. There's some really cool ways to do that, and we're working out a bunch of stuff in the back end as well. So more on that to come. Cool. A lot of business. I like that. I like that a lot. I think Jan nailed, the track that most of us are on. Jan's like, I want to monetize first. I want to build an app that can bring me in cash flow and be an actual business, sustainable business. Then I can work on all the personal app stuff. I think a lot of people are right on that track, Jan. That's money. Olivine's the opposite. She's going right to personal. But she said personal also because my problems are probably other people's problems as well. And that's a great way to start a business. Just build for you, open up to beta testers, a small select group of people, have them do the thing, help them figure out what you actually want to add, what you don't want to add. And then you make your app and you launch. Love that, Olivine. Love that. Oh, Shade, can you show how to give access to one person without making the whole app remixable? Pretty simple. You can come over here and say, I want to give access to email. And just put their email in there. You could also go in here. So if you go here, dashboard, and then you have your users right over here, you could manage members of this app. So if you want to bring somebody in for a specific role of this app, like to be a manager or an admin or a moderator, we have full roles right here. And if you just want to add them, like you just want to add a user, there's a bunch of ways. You could just come here and say, add this user. You might also say, I need to create a login and account creation page so people can create accounts to this page, right? You just go prompt it. Literally just go prompt it, tell it, it'll make a page that people can go create their accounts. And now, boom, whoever you want to have access to the account, you just give them that create account URL. Done. Olivine loves the live app. I'm glad. This live app, I'm using it for this, but who runs webinars here? Anybody run webinars? If you're running webinars, like this live page right here could literally be the solution to your problems. There's so many difficulties with webinars, logistics, automation, but it doesn't have to be. And we definitely don't need to use Zoom for webinars anymore. It's really, I'm excited for everybody to really grasp. I talk about the new workflow of AI all the time, and we're going to have Todd on Overskill Games tomorrow, and he's going to share a lot about this. And once we really have the revelations of like how we can actually effectively use this for our business, things are going to go bananas. Shade, you need to show us how you did this live page. I will. I'll break it down, but here's how I did it. Honestly, here's how I did it. I went and had a... Oh, yeah. Thank you, Chad. By the way, we iterate on this every single day. That's why I haven't put a schedule up or some of the stuff that like I know you guys want, but I just haven't been able to do. We iterate on this every day. I come in here with you guys. I've launched things the night before. I just made a publish. I just changed this app 5 minutes before we went live today. So we constantly iterate on this, but how it started was I had a talk with Todd. He told me what he wanted. I went to Overskill. I clicked the lightning bolt and I just started talking. Honestly, that's it. I just started talking. I told it what I wanted to build. It built it. And then I tested it and I iterated on top of that. And then it was, I'd love to add this functionality. I'd love to add this functionality. Like, I don't know if we've had a lot of it today, but you guys can see the chat truncates now properly. And the chat should not be extending outside of the chat windows. I just did that last night and I didn't even test it. I did it last night and I'm testing it live with you guys here today right now. So this is literally the game. Oh, yeah. So yesterday, somebody was like, hey, the leave chat button is right below the chat widget, the actual chat box. And I accidentally clicked the leave chat and I didn't mean to do that. I fat fingered it. Oh, thank you. I didn't even see that. Out of all the things, I didn't even see that or notice it. So somebody had a problem. As soon as we went off live, I went back, I told it what I wanted, and now you guys can see there is no thing below the chat. I also changed the login functionality where you can click your name and you can log out and you can set your display name. So like, this is vibe coding. This is how it works. It's iterative processes. Terry did it as well. Terry, it might have been you, actually, if I'm remembering right. I saw that. We all saw that here. Everybody saw that and was like, oh, that's got to be fixed. This is vibe coding. We have a workable MVP product immediately, and then we iterate until it's absolutely perfect. So cool. I love this. I love this. How do you give the app to someone for free but have everyone else pay for it? You would just go in there and you could make them a moderator. You could also just tell it. Just prompt it. Hey, I want to build this app and I want to give this person free access. And you can literally just go tell it, okay, we got some stuff built. Nice. You guys can see. Let's check it out. Add a family to get started. We would add family members. I'm also going to publish this because I talked about this yesterday, but I want to make sure everybody understands this. It'll help you start. And if we can start well, we can do well. Sitemap. Now that this site has been created, I do have a sitemap, all of the different pages inside of my app. But if we go to publish, first off, orange bar is there, orange circle is there, and it's blinking. So that shows me like, oh, I have publishes to make. There are things I've done that people won't see yet. Whenever I first make an app, it takes its time, it does its thing, we have the initial build, and then I'm immediately going to publish because I do not have a live URL. Until I make this first publish, I don't have a live URL that I could share with people. This first publish gives me a live URL. So as soon as my first build is done, I'm going to go in and I'm going to hit publish. I want to get it locked in. I want it to write the code. You know, you just did all these things. Write the code, publish the code, push it live. It'll then give me a live URL. I can close this down while it writes because now here I'm in my preview window. In my preview window, I can see all the things that I just built in the chat. Cool, thank you. I'll wrap this up really soon. So we can go add a family member. I'm just going to test now. Add your first family member. This is going to be Rach. Color is beautiful. No, I'll have to add better beautiful colors there. This is not a child. I didn't tell it that at all, but it did it. Great. Thank you. Keep my family safe. Awesome. Login, link to a login email. Okay, cool. So I could get there. Okay, got it. I'm going to add that. Cool. So there's Rach. We added her. And I think we're pretty much there for that page. So I'm going to go to my sitemap. And now let me go check out the dashboard. Okay, all clear today. No conflicts. So this is kind of like my card. I like that. Here's everyone's day of the person that I added so far. Add to schedule. What's this do? Events response. A new responsibility. Oh, so if I wanted to manually add things, like it's not on my calendar, but I want to add it in here, I could do that. Maybe like cook dinner is not on the calendar, but today I have a really great dinner that I want to cook. So I want her to watch the kids for 30 minutes while I go outside and cook dinner. I can add those. Cool. I love that. If I don't love that, fine. I just go tell it. Once we build, now we iterate. Now we run. This is where the game is actually played. So I'm going to go back to my sitemap and let me check out the next page that we built, a schedule page. Okay, this looks very similar. And I'm not worried about this. This is just my first build. I'm going to iterate on top of this. So I see a little double. Looks like schedule and dashboard were the same. Might be a double up that I don't need. So cool, I'll clear that out later. Now the day card page, I definitely want to see that. And the day card looks very similar to what I just saw earlier as well, which is fine. Totally fine. Now I'm going to hop over here. Let me check out the family page. I imagine now that it just published, if you guys saw the confetti, that's a publish. Now that it published, I do have a live URL. So I'm going to turn off remixing right now. I don't want you guys to remix this. I'll give it to you later. I will give this to you later when I use my credit spend to make it nice. I'm just going to Slack this to you really quick, Chad. Come down here. Slack. All right, cool. Just put that link in there. If you don't mind, throw that in the chat so everybody can go view the page. But that's why I hit the publish really quick right away immediately. I want a live URL. I want to be able to share this. I want now to be able to go here, open preview in new tab. I can right click this and open link in incognito window. This is how I test constantly. Now that my page has an actual URL, you always want to use an incognito window for your testing. You can test here inside the test window and you'll be fine. But like if you want to look at it on a URL, on a browser page as customers would see it, use an incognito window. Incognito windows do not have a cache. It always gives you a true new customer view of the page. If you just use normal tabs all the time, normal tabs have brains, they think, they remember things, you might not be getting true views. So we always right click, open link in incognito. Now, I think they're going to see all this. Oh, let's just do that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to do all this right now, but that's how you're going to do it, gang. You're going to right click. You're going to, that's this button right here. You're going to right click. You're going to open an incognito window. You're going to test. As you're testing, remember, open up like a notepad on your browser. I use my Apple Notes. If you don't, just go to here and open up a Google Doc. And as you're going through and finding things that you want to change, tweak, fix, remove, or add, just put them in the notes. And then you can take those notes and put them back in the chat. And it goes and does those things. And then you test and iterate again. And in a very short time, that's how we get these apps working and perfect. All right. On that note, for tomorrow, like after this, I'm working on a whole video upload system. You guys will see that tomorrow when the Overskill game starts. But just take a mental note of that so you can understand what you saw today and what you will see tomorrow. And I really think it's going to help open up your guys' mind to like how this actually works. Like not how this actually works, what you can actually do and build. I have a ton. There's like, we all have revelations here at ClickFunnels of like so many revelations of, oh, I can use AI for that. Oh, I can build a thing that helps me solve this solution. And the amount of minutia work and like repetitive tasks that we've been able to automate that we didn't think were automatable. Unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It made work fun again. It made work fun again. It really, truly did. Oh, I love that. Thank you for that recommendation. A live page. So the live page starts out with the volume on instead of you guys having to click volume. I love that. Fantastic. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. And the coolest thing is like, I don't fully know, but why I feel so powerful right now. And like, I have zero concern about making that work. I have zero clue how it's going to work. I have no idea how YouTube works. I am not a YouTube expert. I don't know every YouTube tool. I don't even read YouTube updates when they come up. I don't know. I don't need to know. Like, I have that now in the chat. You said it. I have it forever. I will copy and paste what you said. I will put it into my Overskill chat for the Overskill live page, and I will say, how do we make this work? For this one, I don't know how it's going to work. So just so you guys know, for this one, I would go into plan mode. I would be on smart thinking level, and I would put that right in my chat. And then I would just talk to Overskill about it. I would literally just talk about it. Here's what I want to do. It's going to say, cool. Here's a great way to do it. Here's some other ways. Which one are you leaning on? I'd say, I'm leaning this way. It'll investigate the code base and say, yes, I can absolutely do that. I'll say, great, go build. I don't need to. It's cool. It's crazy cool. Like, I don't know anything about tech. I'm a technological numbskull, but I have zero fear. I have zero fear whatsoever. It's really cool. It's really powerful. Joe, hey, do me a favor, Joe. Check those credits. You should see that lift. We got them put in your account. Appreciate your patience on that. Oh, by the way, can we give away more credits? I want to do 5K. Let's give away 5K. Let's give away 5K. Thank you guys for sticking with me in the chat. I know I'm a little bit over time. That was real fun, though. It was real fun. I'm just going to go down the bottom. What do you guys think about this? While we get the wheel queued up, while we get it started, like, what do you think about it? I know I'm a little scattered right now. I know it's not typical teaching style that we're used to of slides and strict itinerary. So I know it's a little bit different, but what do you think? Honest answers. Like, please, you're not here to appease me. If I wanted somebody to tell me I was cool, there's a million other ways I could do that. What do you think about this? Is this good? Does this help you learn? Does this help you craft the skill? Or if you already have the skill, is it helping you sharpen the skill? Or is it just keeping you uplifted and motivated and you like to have a group of like-minded individuals around you? Or is it driving you nuts? You're like, I can't stand this. Give me slides. I want to know what you guys think about this. Sweet. Sharin, you do use credits in plan mode. You do use credits in. Can you share my screen one more time, Chad? I know you got it all set up. I really want everybody to know this. I do it all the time, all day, every day. So when you're here, plan mode is right here. Plan mode does take credits. And this is when you might want to just talk to the AI, just ideate, just think about things, right? That is going to be plan mode. It does cost credits, but it costs a lot less than build. Build is where you actually build the thing. That does cost credits, and that'll be costing the most. But remember, help here. If you go to this help in the top right and you go to your chat, everything you ask it here is not credit-based. It does not take a single credit from you. So for like, if you have like questions about Overskill, how would this work? Could I functionally do this? Is this possible? How does this work? Like, all of these questions, go here to chat. You can get 90% of them answered completely free. And then when we're ideating and thinking about our app and the functionality of our app, then yes, then we're going to hop over here to plan mode, and that's when you'll use that. Appreciate it, Chad. Just super important. Everybody understands that, because there's a lot of stuff that you might be in plan mode asking about, and you didn't have to burn it. Maybe it only burns 100 credits. You just didn't have to burn them, right? It could have been free. Sweet. All right, Chad, you got that wheel set up nice. Let's get after it, man. Let's give it a spin. Chewy. I think that's Chewy. you guys are fun with the display names. It's so cool. We're global. So like, I don't know if that's somebody saying Chewy from Star Wars, or if I'm just uncultured and that's your name and you live in a cooler place than I do. Regardless, congratulations, Chewy. Hopefully I pronounced that right. You get 5K as well. We already have your email, so we should be good to go. But Chewy, if you don't mind, could you just send an email to social@overskill.com? I want to make sure that we watch everything right back here, and we're going to keep an eye on it right now. So make sure that 5K goes right to your account. Awesome. Yes. Big congrats, Chewy. Big congrats, Chewy. So cool. Cool. All right, gang. Great. Great. As long as I'm glad you're enjoying it, as long as we're growing, as long as we're learning, as long as we're figuring it out, then that's great. Then I love this. And we're going to keep doing the thing. Awesome, gang. So, Chewy, congrats on your 5K. That's going to be in your account soon. Just in case you didn't already, shoot a quick email to social@overskill.com. We'll make sure to get that into your account right away, definitely before the game starts, so you have that bankroll. Everybody else, it's been a great time today. Super, super fun. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Get good sleep tonight. Get good sleep tonight. We're starting at 12 on Wednesday, and we are going through the night, and we are not stopping. And I'm going to be building really cool apps along the way that you guys are going to be able to use in the games. It's going to be fun. So enjoy today. Make sure to get all your pre-planning done. Make sure to have everything set up so when 12 o'clock hits tomorrow, you are ready to rock and roll, hit the ground with your feet running. Thank you, everybody. It's always a pleasure to be with you. We'll catch you all very soon.